When I asked them, where is your budget? So they said, what budget? We have bank statement, cash flow statement. This is the kind of plight, and single customer dependency can kill SMEs far more quickly than one can imagine. Second, why are they constrained like this? Initial idea of trying to do work for Bajaj Auto, if you are ex-Bajaj employee, is very good because you get assured work, you have support structure with your friends working in Bajaj, and they help you as well. But depending on single customer over a period of time is extraordinarily dangerous situation. And if they were taught some kind of an idea about what is the risk management issue, how to identify risk, and how to deal with the risk, I think they would take some advanced steps to get over it, which is not so easily done. Third important issue and a problem or a crisis, I would say, for all SME units is the chief executive officer who has formed the company runs after collection of money all the time because at the end of the month he has to pay salaries. He has neither generated mechanism nor a control system, nor he is willing to trust somebody else with money. Now please, I am not telling you a cock and bull story. Although Pune people are supposed to be storytellers, they tell real stories, not cock and bull stories only. So the issue here is, are you a chief executive officer trying to promote the concept of your business, or you are going to be cash collector because you only know the customer? But you decide whether it is appropriate. Becoming wise is not compulsory in life, please understand that. But if you are wise, it helps at times. Second important aspect which takes away a lot of time of these entrepreneurs is there is so much of paperwork unnecessary. If you are doing everything faithfully in India and submitting all the returns and everything in time, you will end up dealing with something like more than 27 agencies for which you need to submit returns. Now this guy who is a shop floor engineer and expert in press tool and such kind of technologies and machine tools, are you going to make a paper tiger out of him? But neither he himself realizes this, nor there is somebody else who would make him aware that, look, get somebody else to do all this for you for peanuts, at times. But he would not want to do that because he feels, oh, bank में दूसरा आदमी कैसे जा सकता है? आप बोलेंगे तो जा सकता है. You can give him authority letter saying that he can represent you in the bank, and he can save all the time for you in the world. But we are not that smart at times. I don't know why, but that's the reality. Next thing is, most of these SME segment entrepreneurs are first-time business people in their households or whatever. They have no knowledge. How to manage strategies and how to manage operational excellence does not get discussed in their dinner tables and breakfast tables and lunch tables and with the family members at all. Family members are bothered about what kind of size of house he is staying in and what kind of size of car he is driving. And how many credit cards this fellow is holding, or actually in reality his wife is holding. That decides the business image of this person. Now please think, is this the way you need to sort of operate SME unit? I am very aware that I am sounding harsh, but I am not here to make somebody's fun. I am very serious in what I am saying. Because I talked to at least over 65 chief executive officers of several SMEs, and because I am interested in this subject, I have made notes of what I observed after talking to them. Please realize that Indian society is also responsible for this kind of attitude. We have phenomenal mechanism of converting a very smart worker into useless supervisor. Please realize this. That's why I gave original definition of who is a worker, who is a staff, who is a supervisor and who is a manager. And I have decided that I'll remain a worker. I should understand what the hell I am doing all my life, Because I am committed to my profession, I am committed to my professional discipline. This is important to me personally in my life as well. Next issue is, if there is no business plan, you can forget about budgets, you can forget about predictability of results and cash flows and what constraints and what kind of manpower you would need. These are done by some babus and somebody who is not even adequately trained to handle this kind of activity for the SME boss. So whatever it lands up doing becomes the budget and the plan, and best of the minds are not applying their might, their experience, their strength in making this successful. Next issue. If this is the case, can they employ some smart looking MBAs from IIM Ahmedabad and NMIMS and Jamnala Bajaj in Bombay and similar kind of institutes also in Pune? Answer is yes. But this stupid MBA fellow, I'm using the term stupid with purpose, so don't be surprised. He wants to become somebody's boss tomorrow morning. Is that realistic? But there is nobody who can get up from his sleep and tell that fellow that you are a stupid bum and you need not be doing this kind of display of immaturity here. But we don't know, because we want to keep corporate image clean, Right? I think this I have seen in very large companies as well. They will never ask very impertinent questions to MBAs or youngsters, because what will happen to corporate image? But इधर अंदर आके जो गंदगी वो जनरेट करता है, उसका क्या करेंगे आप? Is that clean image of the company? Think on the other side of the fence. I had a very surprising experience in IIT Bombay once, about 17 years back. I had gone there to interview some young engineers, and one fellow, unshaven, not taking bath and wearing Hawaii chappals, came for an interview. So I sent him back, He said, do you think I become a bad engineer wearing Hawaii chappals? I said, you don't become bad engineer because you become useless engineers, because wearing Hawaii chappals is just an indication of how dirty your mind is, Then he went back, came suited booted for personalized interview. But the point is, are we willing to do this? Now look at it from SME boss point of view. First of all, SMEs cannot afford their salaries. On second side, there is no trust relationship going to be developed even with very smart, real, genuine guy in a day's time. So the old boss will employ 5 MBAs and depend still on said Kadmi for doing actual work. And this is where we are doing few things wrong, and this is certainly not desirable. If we take in qualified professionals into the organization, and especially SMEs, it is important that they are given their due, they are respected for what they are into the organization, and they are also assigned work and responsibilities which is commensurate with what they should be doing for the organization.